Right, so I've just parked the car and I've arrived. I'm currently on Watford High Street and I'm on the lookout for the 4 most unusual buildings in Watford. So, without much ado, let's go and make that happen. I think I can see our first stop just in the background, just there. I don't know, hopefully the camera's picking that up just in front of me. But this is St. Mary's Church. And this, fun fact for everyone that cares, is Watford's oldest surviving building. And as you can see, it looks utterly remarkable. You can see the stone statues coming out of the windows just there. Just the detail, the masonry that would have gone into this is absolutely amazing to see. Let's go inside and have a butcher's, I think. Everybody, it's a church. Hi, are you okay? Oh, you're not open? No, that's absolutely fine.
Sorry, it's just we're airing out because we were just filming.
No, that's absolutely fine. No worries. Have a nice day. You take care. See ya. Bye. Ah, they're not open, unfortunately. But it doesn't stop us from taking an absolutely good view of this place. It just looks utterly amazing. This here has been, parts of it rather, has been standing here since 1230s, as far as I'm aware. It's just amazing to look at. As nice as that is, let's make our way to number 2. So I'm gonna turn right in that direction and just carry on and see what I can see. I think what's quite amazing is just the amount of people you can see. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, but there's loads of people walking towards me. There's people pottering about, visiting the nearby shops and stuff. I mean, it's not quite Oxford Street or Leicester Square, but a lot of people are quite out, to be honest. Not what I would have thought before I arrived. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. You can see that building just there. That's actually the Harlequin Shopping Centre. So that's literally a retail shopping space. It looks absolutely amazing. Even just the lettering just on the building, just up there. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up, but it's so clear, so concise. Nice, pretty nice to look at, I think. I have no idea what this thing is. It's like a giant ant coming out of a sculpture of some kind. It's rather amazing. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, but the building I'm going to next is just in the far distance, just at the end, just there. Initial reaction, just from what I can see so far, it looks rather interesting. I'm definitely going to have to go and give this a butcher's. I've noticed that these buildings, you can see like the older ones compared to the new ones that have recently been built. So you can see that they're definitely doing sort of renovation works in Watford, which is good to see on the high streets. I think this is it. It absolutely is indeed. This is what people in Watford refer to as the Pyramid. It currently houses Cotswold Outdoor, so it's not even a major chain, but the absolute building looks utterly remarkable. It just reminds me of something you would expect to see in Egypt or something like that, or up London, with the architecture that they put into building this place. And to be honest, I wouldn't expect it to be Cotswold Outdoor that has the lease to this place. Fun fact, this actually started out, for anyone that can remember, as a Blockbuster store. So that is probably more fitting for the architecture that we're seeing just now. All right, without further ado, I'm gonna head on to the 3rd stop, and it should take me, I believe, back in this direction. So let's go and find our 3rd unusual building, I think. Walking through the high street, you get a very strong stench of cannabis. So I'm not sure who's passing the J on the left-hand side, but it's got a massive whiff in the air. I hate people as they're filming, but this restaurant, L'Artista, it's like a ristorante pizza area. They sell pizza and probably Italian food. It's absolutely heaving of people. So I can imagine that's probably a really lovely restaurant to visit. I'm probably going to put that on my bucket list to attend at a later date. I'm just surprised at how heaving it is. You can see there are other restaurants here. Got that little one just over there, steak and grill. Nobody's outside at all. But here, I see more people than tables. So yeah, it must be absolutely brilliant. Oh, look what I've just come across. Just on top of German Doner Kebab, that restaurant just there, it's a lovely little clock bell. Clock bell? Just a clock, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. And it's got 1926, so I'm presuming that's been there for about 80, 85, or 95 years, give or take, if my maths is absolutely correct. I don't think it is. I've just come across this off the high street. Watford Market, shop local, eat local. I'm gonna have to take a butcher's at this. I don't know, from the name, I think it's like a farmer's market, I would have thought it is. But yeah, the smell's telling me it's not. It's probably an eatery filled with restaurants and things like that. I don't know. Market is a bit, throws you off a bit. Oh, yeah, it is, I knew it. You could tell from the smell and stuff. They got gyros over there and stuff like that. Little Thailand. Oh, it's probably from all corners of the world, or that's what they profess to be, but it's world food products and stuff like that, which is good, alongside restaurants from around the world. Again, it's always a bonus. But most of these are closed. I mean, it's 6:30 p.m. I don't know if this is only open on certain days. I'm going to probably check that out online, but it's not open. None of these are open. Is it the only guys that I saw at the front that decide to open these? Why is nobody else open? We've got a barber shop here. Surely people have finished work and want a haircut. Oh, that's quite disappointing, actually. This is a Wetherspoons, but Wetherspoons historically, if anyone that doesn't know, it's a major pub brand. They do food, pub grub and that sort of stuff. But they always find themselves in these iconic British buildings. It's amazing. Just the architecture, it's got the stone slabs that you can see. I'm just forgetting all the modern stuff that I can see, and I'm just trying to imagine how it would have looked. It's got inscriptions of Queen Elizabeth just at the top on either side. Right, look at this, straight on the high street. Absolutely amazing. Look at that building just behind as well. I think that's the Prism, the old Prism Nightclub. So I can understand why it looks like that. But just that building, Reveal. I think it's a restaurant or a pub or something like that. That building, the pigeons clearly love it just at the top there. But just look how old that looks. Victorian, if I was to guess what that looks like. 107 to 115 the parade. But it's got Woody's restaurant all along there. Even Your Move, the estate agent's just at the back. Their building looks absolutely amazing. And look, the window's open just there. You can see the triangle shapes on the windows, so you know those are old. Wow, I wasn't expecting this at all. So this is Watford's Heritage Trail. So that's what I want to go and see, the Town Hall, which is a Grade 2 listed building. Wow, the Colosseum looks pretty nice. That's next to the college, I believe. If you guys like these kind of videos, do consider liking the video. And if you want to see more things like this, do consider subbing to the channel so we can keep bringing you exclusive content like this. I think this is our next stop. I genuinely believe this may be number 3. Yes, Halsey Masonic Hall. This has been here since 1829. You can tell from the iconic blue doors that these Masonic halls generally have. But fun fact, during the World War II, I believe, this was requisitioned, and the actual members of the lodge used to meet in a nearby high street restaurant until this was finished building in 1925, I believe it was. Let's see if we can take a look around. It's rather odd. And they've left the gate open, so I'm sure they don't mind people coming in to have a wander around at what Masons do. Admittedly, I don't actually know much about Masons. Growing up, Illuminati and all that sort of stuff, it's way above my pay grade, but the older I've gotten, the secretive nature of what they do, it's just really rather interesting. I mean, from the outside, we don't really get much. Whoa, it's a bit underwhelming, really. Apart from a lovely, massive building for an organisation I don't really know much about, it's actually pretty interesting. You okay? Sorry? No, I'm just having a look at the building. It's a quite famous building. I don't actually know what they do or anything, so I just thought I'd come and take a look. Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just, I don't know what they do in there, but it's on Google and stuff, so I thought I'd come and take a look. No worries. Have a nice day. Take care. I think he was concerned I may be trying to case the joint. No, maybe tomorrow. Oh. Halsey Masonic Hall, Watford Limited. A person using this car park do so entirely at their own risk. This car park is for the use only of those who have business at the hall. Anyone else will be treated as a trespasser by the order of the board. Honourable Secretary. Well, that individual saw what I was doing and he was absolutely happy. So I'm sure he's absolutely fine with that. Before we get the police called or anything worse happens, let's make our way to the next stop. And thankfully, it isn't too far from where I currently am. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Conveniently, our next stop is just over there. So the final stop is this building, which is Watford Town Hall. You can see it's got that sort of semicircle shape to it. But it's beggars belief why someone would want to build a building like this. I believe it used to host the Watford Museum, but I think that's since moved now further down. But what it's currently being used for, I have no idea. I think they're doing renovation works from what the sign says. Town Hall Quarter, attractive new destination in the heart of our town. Unlocking Watford's potential by celebrating culture, heritage and innovation. And Castleberry Park's just at the bottom there. And there's the Colosseum, which we saw on the sign earlier. I mean, I think they actually hold events and stuff like that at the Colosseum. It's good to see.